It's me again on a Sunday. Sunday usually means lazy day, so I probably won't do much of anything. I've got a few projects I need to do, like Inktober, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And laundry. Lots and lots of laundry. Sunday is laundry day, so laundry will be on my schedule. Do you like my mug? I love Harry Potter. Like, legitimately am obsessed with Harry Potter. So, this is one of my favorite mugs. Sunday meant a good day, so we'll use this mug. Take a sip of coffee real quick. Okay, so yesterday I worked on these little cork nutcrackers, and I think they turned out adorable, and I love how like the different kind of corks kind of affected like this one. This is actually from like a big bottle of beer that they have corked, and so it's a little bit wider, so it makes them a little more like substantial. And then, you know, this is a darker cork, so it just kind of adds a little bit of, oh gosh, just a little difference. I don't know why this cork is darker. It must have just been darker cork. Wow. And so yeah, I think they turned out really good. I ended up making 6 of them, which I just dropped one on the floor, so there's only 5 out here right now. I'll pick up the 6th one here in a little bit after I get done recording this. So yeah, here's 3, 4, and 5. And then the 6th one is on the floor, but they all look very much the same. I thought they were really cute, and so I just need to get some ribbon, some Christmas ribbon. I just need to go to the craft store or Dollar Tree or whatever and get some Christmas ribbon to finish them off and then get them listed. So that's exciting. I didn't end up doing Inktober day 14 yesterday. I was just too tired, and I was just kind of done sitting at my table, so I figured I would do that today, and the prompt for that is fierce, so I'm going to do a lion roaring. And then I got to do day 15, of course, because today is actually the 15th, and today starts a new scene. See, I do a different little thing each day, because I combine 3 to 4 prompts. And so like for day 1 and 3, I divided divided. I did swift, divide, and poison. So I drew a swift, which is a type of bird. Divided was a stream, and then poison, some poisonous, you know, mushrooms. That's going to call them vegetables. Are mushrooms a vegetable? I don't know. And then for day 4 through 7, the prompts were underwater, long for the 5th, 6th was swordfish, or sword, excuse me, and 7 was shy. And so I was like, underwater, of course it's going to be an underwater themed spread, and so, you know, underwater coral, of course. And then for long, I did garden eels. I don't know if you can see them. They're kind of small. I originally had electric eels. That's why it's all, like, whited out. But then I remembered I really wanted the ones that, like, you know, stuck above the ground, which I discovered were garden eels. And then 6 I did swordfish, obviously. So yeah, I drew a little swordfish on the 6th, and then the 7th, the prompt was shy, so I drew a little fish hiding in a sea anemone. The first thing I thought shy underwater was that scene from Finding Nemo when the dad is like poking his head out a bunch of times to like before Nemo goes off to school for the first time, so I knew that's what I had to draw. And then for 8, 9, and 10, came up with this. 8, the prompt was crooked, so I did this like really crooked tree, and I thought it looked really neat, and it came out really cool with all this like black and shadow. And then 9 was Screech. You got a tree, you got owls, usually. So I did a little screech owl down here, and then 10 was Gigantic. And if I remember correctly, and I didn't look this up before I decided to do it, the largest owl is the Great Gray, which, if I remember correctly, is also the owl that Malfoy has. You can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. I know that looks more brown there, but I needed a little more color because it just looked very uneven. So, yeah. And now we're on 11 through 14. I don't know, this one didn't turn out quite the way I'm looking for, and of course I'm missing day 14, which is where the lion's going to go. And so the prompts were run for the 11th, 12 was shattered, 13th was teeming, and 14th was fierce. So I wasn't really sure, but it wasn't until I got to like shattered and teeming I was like, oh, watering holes. So you have, you know, like this dried up watering hole in this very desolate area, and then you have this very teeming with life watering hole. And so, okay, that kind of watering holes, Africa, that savanna type situation. So I was like, oh, run, cheetah. Cheetah's run. Fierce, lion. So lion. So the story of this one is that like the cheetah has discovered that there's good water on the other side of the dam, which is this little thing down in the middle. And so the cheetah is in the process of like wanting to spring over the dam to get over here because it needs water. And so the lion here will be like roaring fiercely because it's like, no, this is my water, this is my territory. And so, yeah. And then the 15th, I haven't obviously started. 15th will be another underwater theme. The prompt, the official prompt from the prompt list is mysterious. And the first thing that popped into my head for mysterious was jellyfish, and I love jellyfishes, so this will be really fun. I've always wanted to draw one. I've painted jellyfishes before, but I've never drawn one, so this will be an interesting experiment. I really need to list some stuff on Etsy, and luckily it's sunny out today, so I should probably get some good natural light, which I don't have a lot of in this house, and the past couple days have been kind of gunky. I'll probably definitely, that's descriptive, work on finishing the messy bun hat. I just have 4 or 5 more rows until I need to connect it or whatever, and then I got to do the brim, so that should be fun. Probably get that done tonight, maybe talk about it later. I don't know, if not, I'll definitely have it done by tomorrow. And then, if you've noticed, I'm wearing a hat today. The weather is cooler. For the past 2 days, it was like 80 degrees out. But today, I woke up this morning, it was 41 degrees. The high today is only supposed to be like 60. And as a knitter and a lover of yarn, usually by the time the weather drops down to about 65, I have a hat on. Like, I go out with a hat. 65, I have a hat on. Today I am wearing this Spin Cycle hat by Mary Keenan, and the yarn is Lion Brand Unique. This is actually the second one I've made of this hat because I really love this yarn, and I really love the way that it swirls. I don't know if you can really see that. So, and then, you know, little pom-pom. Gotta have pom-poms. I love pom-poms. Most of my hats have pom-poms on them. That's pretty much what I'm going to do today. Just hang out, do laundry, do a little art, and maybe enjoy some outside because it's nice today. Well, nice as in it's not rainy, but, you know, it's still kind of cold. I guess that's it for now. Bye! I just got to the end of like the crown shaping part of this pattern I've been working on, and I realized I screwed this up. I wasn't following the pattern correctly. I was supposed to do something for the back loop, and I was supposed to leave a tail on the beginning, which I didn't. So now I get the joy of ripping this all out and doing it again. Luckily it was super quick and easy, so that won't be too hard, and it will look better anyway. It's not exactly what I was planning to do with my Sunday, but, you know, sometimes you don't read the instructions all the way, and you don't do what it tells you to do, so I guess that's what I'll be doing. It all frogged. Now I gotta make this into a little ball and start all over. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Like, I knew when I read the instructions that I wasn't doing something right, but I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe this is right. Because I don't really know crochet quite as well. I don't pick up on mistakes as easily as I do with knitting, just because I've only been crocheting for a couple of years, and I've been knitting for, let's see here, 13, 14 years. And so I didn't realize that I wasn't doing something correctly. And then when I was like trying to work up the next part of the pattern, I was like, oh, huh. So, yep. I guess I will just have to start all over again. That's fine. It was a very easy thing to do, and so it won't take me long, and it'll be a nice little thing to do when I spend some quality time chilling with my kitty cat and stuff. Andy's recording.
No, that's me.
Hey, there's Mama.
Gimme.
Nope, Andy's gonna carry it so you don't drop it.